Today I'll be giving you guys the tips and tactics needed in order to achieve high kill games through a full gameplay commentary. Nothing is better than being able to wrap up a win with a ton of kills. Not only is this, in my opinion, the best way to have the most fun in the game, but also gives you the bragging rights over your friends. So in this video, I'll be walking you through a game where I was able to drop 13 kills and 2,000 plus damage. I'll walk you through my thought process, rotations, tactics used in each gunfight, and how my team and I walked away as Apex champions. Now when it comes to drops, this is one of my favorite spots. When dropping, you need to make sure you are aware of the teams around you. You want to know how fast you need to loot, and if you need to loot fast, and look for kills. In this game, I heard a second set of jetpacks landing with us, so I knew I had to try and find a gun, then look for the kills. Looting both these crates and this larger building set me up with a couple of guns and armor. This setup is something that you can't always depend on, as this is a battle royale, so there's a bit of RNG involved. However, I was able to take care of one enemy with ease and start looking for his friends. Another important tip is to know when you should disengage a fight and look for the different enemies. Knowing that the Wraith just went inside and my teammate was getting attacked, I knew I should back off and help them out. When coming around the corner, one of the things I should have done differently is probably switch to hip firing. Hip firing in this game is way too strong and should be used in almost every close range engagement. I was still able to laser the player and take him out with minimal damage taken. Here, I decided to thirst him to try and bring the Wraith back out. When playing with friends, I know they are always asking to be saved when they're put down, putting pressure on the other players within the team. She quickly comes around the corner, and again, I should have hip fired to the kill to increase my damage output, but she runs back inside, so I decide to push. We play a bit of hide and seek, but I was able to locate and take her out. After finding the last player within the squad, I decided to loot the kills and rotate to the other buildings around this compound. I wasn't sure if there was really any other teams that landed here, but I still let my team know where I was going and looked for some loot upgrades at these other buildings. After looting those 3 compounds, this set my team and I up with some decent armor, guns, and much more loot. However, knowing the route to take after your first initial looting process is important, as you will be able to rotate and either find people with the loot that you're looking for, or a loot that just hasn't been touched yet. Coming to these trucks and looting the crates gives me the opportunity to find some more ammo, attachments, and anything else I might need going into the next fights. Knowing what attachments you need and what you like will also help make this process faster. I know which side I enjoy on my gun, so when I see it, I ensure that my guns either have it, or I go ahead and trade it out. From here, I use my map and rotation knowledge to know that enemies either were here or will rotate here. Based off the dropship path and how popular this spot is, I was expecting resistance. Knowing where your enemies will rotate to and where they could be will help generate more kills for you and give you the opportunity to see more people. Obviously, seeing more people will either give you higher damage or just the kills in general. We were able to get an easy squad wipe and look for upgrades or just look for loot in general. If you'd like some advice on looting quickly, I can link a video below that'll give you some tips for looting. Anyways, we use this information and I begin to look for other popular areas to rotate to. In this game, I try to wait for my team more and help inform them where I am going so they can follow up if needed. I notice the drop and decide to rotate there next. I throw a couple grenades in the way, just in case someone was at the package to try and panic them, which will lead to an easy kill. Luckily, the player only had gray armor, and 2 of my grenades made contact with him. I immediately began looking for his teammates and where they might be. You can never assume there's only 1 or 2 players within a team. This will cause you to overcommit and potentially lose a fight. Again, look for popular locations for players to be, and in this house and wall is very popular. Knowing that I was able to break the player's armor, I decided to push. I go for the finish again to try and drag out the last player, and allow them to make an easy mistake. I then hear some footsteps and notice the player moving towards the house. The mistake is that he was getting himself trapped underneath the house, not giving him the room to run away or fight back easily. I go for some easy loot and then heal back up as I continue to hear gunfire within the area. As I hear the gunfire, I look for a way up the hill and go for the flank. This gives my team and I the opportunity to fight the team from more than one direction. Putting pressure on a team from multiple areas will cause a panic and then lead to easy kills for either you or your teammates. I'm able to go for the flank and try to land some decent shots and break one of the player's armors, but I soon realize I lose most of my shield as well and decide to back up to heal up. This gives me the ability to re-push the player with full armor. I finish the player again and then look for his teammates. I notice the respawn ship coming in and think The second teammate picked up the down one. I quickly move and try to finish off the team before they can loot up and fight back. Using your sounds and environment is a great way to pick up more kills within a game. Seeing the dropship and knowing that there's at least 2 players there allowed me to know where to rotate next in order to generate more kills. I'm quickly able to find this player within the house and use the walls within the house as a way to dodge shots from the Bangalore. I whiffed my last 2 shots on the player, but the kill was easily picked up by my teammate. As I climbed the fence, I get shot in the back, and after finishing the kill, I decide to heal back up. I use the wall as cover to make sure I am set with full shield, ammo, and all my weapons, and anything else I might need. I noticed more gunshots just around the corner and looked at third part of the team. Even after finishing one team, our team continues to get shot from a distance, and after healing up, we decide to push. When playing this aggressive, you need to make sure that you're always healing up. Too many times I see people who will continue to push people, but forget to use shield cells or batteries in order to make sure they are full health. Going into each fight and making sure that you are able to put yourself in an advantageous position will give you the opportunity to finish off those kills and end up with more kills at the end and damage. Seeing the caustic in the house, I know not to push in and decide to try and push them out with grenades. I decided to unload my arc stars, which are by far the best grenade in the game, and was able to pick up 2 of the easiest kills of the game. I'm not sure if there is really a third player around, but I decided to move up and see what I can find. I notice or hear something on top of the roof of the shack and decide to push to see what's up. I landed a clean headshot from the beginning and decide to push my advantage of the fight. I then switched to my shotgun to finish off the last member of the squad. Rotating early in this circle location allowed us to stay in this one spot and just have all the kills come to us like a horde of zombies. As long as you're able to use your environment, rotate early, and hit your shots, you will definitely be able to achieve high kill and damage games. I want to thank you all for watching this commentary. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below and what you thought of this commentary video format. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.